start last episode. Oh boy, here we go. Clang. A beautiful sound. Oh, wait. Before music starts up, I need to start recording. Clang, a beautiful sound. That light. Only that sound was something he would never forget all his life. The sound of the bell that announces the commencement of battle. Her figure that made even the rough clanging of armor sound beautiful.
To, あなたが私のマスターか?
Yeah. That voice is still clear. The image wears away, but the sound is still etched clearly into his heart.
"召喚に従い参上した。これより我が剣はあなたと共にあり、あなたの運命は私と共にある。ここに契約は完了した。"
Okay, I'm confused, but thanks for the fight recap. Yes, the contract was complete. She chose him to become her master, and he swore to help her with all his might. The moonlight still lights up the darkness, as if following the knight's example. The shed again falls silent. Each time he remembers it, he murmurs that name to himself. He has completely forgotten that blue light. The golden hair shone in the moonlight. Okay. In his final years, on the verge of a nap, he remembers that nostalgic sword. Oh, is he gonna be sad? Is he gonna be like old man Shirou, remembering Saber? Cannot recall the correct order. His memories are distant and hazy, and all of his feelings from then are long in the past now. This is a story of the past. The story of him and her, only 15 days long, concerning a certain grail. Don't be depressing, please.
"その時は私が死ぬだけでしょう。シロウが傷つくことではなかった。繰り返しますが、今後あのような行動はしないように。マスターであるあなたが私をかばう必要はありませんし、そんな理由もないでしょう。ですから、そんな人間がいるとしたら、その人物の内面はどこか欠落しています。
Okay.
その欠落を抱えたまま進んでは、待っているのは悲劇だけです。あなたが戦わないというのならいい。
違うわ、セイバー。シローはサーバントを侮っているわけじゃない。そのあたりを誤解しちゃうと話が進まないから口を挟ませてもらうけど。だから無茶でも戦う。 勝てないって分かっていながら勝とうとする。その結果が自分の死でも構わない。
Yeah, that is an issue Shirou has, yeah.
なぜならあんたの中ではどうしてか知らないけど自分より他人の方が大切だからよ。
He was a fool. He couldn't save anyone by himself. To really end the war, it was obvious from the start what needed to be done. A certain man said this. Would he not fight anyone, not kill anyone, not let anyone be killed? If he realized he was wrong, he must decide what he will make right and whom he will punish. Koi! Saber! I'm just very confused. With faint consciousness, he reached out for no reason. He didn't reach out to seek help. He just thought the sky was a long way away. In his last moments, that's what he thought.
So の堅くなさは実にあなたらしい。まったく今さら答えるまでもないでしょう。私はあなたの剣です。私以外の誰があなたの力になるのですか、シロ。
She and her sword were one. The sword from the stone that chose the king. The brilliance of the sword that decided her fate was her own brilliance. Her soul must still be on the battlefield. Before daybreak, resting her body in the wind under the indigo blue sky, she just gazed into the distance. A king is not human. One cannot protect the people with human emotions.
いいセイバー。デートってのはね、要するに愛引きのことなの。シロは遊びに行くって言うけど、つまるところ男の子が好きな女の子にアピールするチャンスってわけ。
But there were also things like this. Fortunately, the sky was very high, and the wind was very cool. Even now, these clear, blue memories live inside our heart.
王の誓いは破れない。私には王として果たさなければならない責務がある。アーサー王の目的は聖杯の入手です。それが叶おうとも私はアルトリアに戻ることはないでしょう。私の望みは初めから一つだけ。剣を手にした時からこの誓いは永遠に変わらないのですから。シローなら分かってくれると思っていた。
That was a scene from many years ago. This is gonna end with some depressing shit.
きちんと考えた方がいい。
いいえ。
She nodded firmly, even when shown her future. Are you really okay with that? The Magus asked.
多くの人が笑っていました。それはきっと間違いではないと思います。
Oh, Saber, I hope you're right. The girl only wanted to protect everyone. But to do so, she had to throw away the emotion of wanting to protect people. Because one cannot protect the country as king if one has a human heart. She accepted it and pulled out the sword. She accepted it and swore to live as the king. So her heart would not change no matter how many times she was abandoned, feared, or betrayed. She threw away her human heart because the young girl wanted to protect in exchange for it. Who would ever know of such a sublime oath? She chose to fight. No matter what the future may hold, even so, she still chose to fight. Even if there was inevitable, solitary ruin waiting at the end.
私は選定役だと言っただろう。ふさわしい人間がいるのならば、喜んで聖杯は譲る。そのために、まずはお前の言葉を聞きたいのだ、エミやシロ。
Oh, the basement. It is a living hell that's somehow familiar. No matter how much they ask, he cannot assent. All he can do is to end it for them. He can only fix the contradiction of the living dead. He can only make the creator of this hell atone for his sins. The priest said this. The truth behind 10 years ago. That someone with malicious intent touched the Grail. The cruel reality that nobody could be saved. Sad events, miserable deaths, a disaster that's already occurred. Those things cannot be taken back. A superhero only exists to straighten out what's already happened. He can't stand their stares. He wants to run away from it all. He has no way to save them. He can only listen, and has no miracle to grant them. Doesn't have enough power to deny that man's claim that a superhero is only so strong. I have no definite adversary. I have never wished anything for myself. Then if I had a miracle that could save them, would I use it?
いらない。そんなことは望めない。
He stares straight at the dead corpses, and clenching his teeth, rejects them. Things lost will never return. His figure hurts her so much. What did she tell him? That she could not start a new life. She continued to refuse him, saying that she had a duty as king. She remembers the oath that she took a long time ago. Something she has kept to herself. She decided to fight, even if it meant losing everything and being loathed by everyone.
私は愚かだった。
The oath of the king who still chose to fight.
聖杯が私を汚すものならばいらない。私が欲しかったものはもうすべて揃っていたのだから。
Yes, everything was there. Her pride as a knight, and her oath as the king. Even the dream the girl Artoria wished for. It's not a flattering look on Gil. The trust and love for him that has never wavered. Not herself as king, but the girl who could never protect anything, in the end, wholeheartedly became his sword.
Let's go!
The ending of Fate really was incredibly well done. The morning sun rises. The halted wind begins again. A gold that seems to last forever. In it,
最後に
it's Tuesday in it.
一つだけ伝えないと。
Yeah? She says in a voice filled with determination.
ああ。どんな。
He replies like always with his best bluff. She's facing him. She looks straight at him, and in a voice without regret.
シロ、あなたを愛している。
Game, what are you doing? Why do you make me go through this again? He says those words. Wind blows. He closes his blinded eyes and opens them again. There's no surprise. He saw this coming. That their parting would be like this. An open field fills his eyes. As the wind blew, the night disappeared. Just as she appeared, leaving no trace.
ああ。本当にお前らしい。
There are no regrets in his voice. He squints at the rising sun, keeping everything he lost close to his heart. He stares at the horizon, wishing never to forget and for it to never fade away. A distant land glowing in sunlight, resembling the golden fields she ran through. Real Tenua. Okay. This isn't a story to be told to someone. It's a small wish, like one made upon a star. Yeah, I realized. It was a long journey. The time spent, the ideals pursued, and the life he tried to achieve must have been quite a burden. No matter how far he walked, the distance did not close. Without rest, without giving up, without hesitation, with strained eyes, he walked down that long road. His journey continued on and on, endlessly. The reason why is very simple. Where should he go? What should he do in order to stop his footsteps? He should have decided those answers at the very beginning, but he apparently had not. Nothing is indestructible. No matter how durable a machine is, it will slowly wear away with use. Machines, bodies, and spirits are all alike in this manner. Everything will be damaged with time. Every time one looks at something, its color fades a little more. Therefore, even his heart, which did not recognize anything as painful, would perhaps finally notice after many years of repetition. Even if your actions are meaningful, in the end, you yourself are worthless. Hope and despair are inseparable. Noble ideals become tiring duties, and in the end, a sordid obsession. What people idolize in childhood becomes a mundane reality, and though they may look back on it, they lose that respect. That is the correct mentality for anyone that's human. But because he was not correct, he carefully locked away his heart that could feel pain. His heart of iron was proof that he was a man of tin. Like this, the long journey could continue. In exchange, he felt less pleasure, but fortunately he was not a greedy man, and was happy to be rewarded once in a while. He yearned for something beautiful. He saw many people in towns. Beautiful things existed everywhere. But he could not encounter the starlight he had parted with on that day. The reason his journey did not end was likely not because he lacked a goal. It was because he had not found what he was really looking for. But it was a satisfying life. What now? It was a long dream. The curse upon her, the ideal she offered up, and the remaining end must have been quite heavy. No matter how long she slept, she did not awaken once. Not moving, not refusing, not wishing, while calmly taking deep breaths. She slept through that long dream. The duty of the king is not ended. In order to fulfill that promise, the king could not return to the time before the sword, even in death. Time passed, the country prospered, and the people changed. Even if there was no longer anyone who desired a noble king, that oath remained. After all, in order to make it so, she'd been entrusted with many lives. However, the dream she caught glimpses of was a sad one. She saw flashes of scenery from the depths of sleep. She wanted at least the voice of her heart to reach the lonely travels of the man who was now very far away. He may have stowed away his humanity and become a machine that merely repeated the same thing. His pain may not have been noticed by anyone, but she was there and she knew his strength. However, she had an eternal promise. If the past was unchangeable, then it truly was eternal. I know. The king was eternally bound by her past oath and resolution. She herself was the one who would least forgive the act of returning to the way she was before pulling out the sword. but she wanted to meet him. Even if she slept for eternity, she wanted him to hear her voice.
それは難しいな。そもそも君たちの時間は絶望的なまでにずれている。
Merlin? The Magus spoke to her. He told her that her wish was impossible.
普通にやったらまず出会えない。実現するには、まあなんていうか、2つの奇跡が必要だ。一方が待ち続けて、一方が追い続ける。それもありえないと確信しながら、ひどく長い時間耐え抜かないといけない。それほら、言いにくいけど、望むべきではない夢物語だろ。
I don't think so. The Magus asked her. It was impossible. Whether or not it could come true and whether or not she could keep waiting for it. Unrelated to the duty of the king.
ああ、勘違いはしないようにね。王の責任を捨てろって話じゃない。そもそも君は骨の髄まで王様だ。そんな君から誇りを取ったら何も残らない。君はそのままでいいんだよ。僕が言っているのは正当な褒美の話だ。小娘一人が幸せに生きる権利、それぐらいの働きはしていると思うんだが。
Well, go on. So the Magus says, it is the same as the time when she took up the sword. Back then, it was with a sneer at the suffering that was likely to come, and now a smile at the future that may be granted. There was no point in replying. All that mattered was whether the girl who had not yet taken up the sword would wish or not. Either way, she did not have the power to grant it. In that case, how was it any different from wishing upon a star?
でも、それが本当にいいことなのかはまた別の話だ。アルトリア、時代も人も変わっている。あの頃のままなのは君だけだ。夢は夢のままの方が美しい。君はこのまま死んだように眠っている方が楽でいい。それでも
No reply is necessary. Even if it's not put into words, this wish alone will not disappear. On the contrary, that alone is enough. Because until that day when, not visited by anyone, not sought by anyone in the end, the image of the king disappears from the imagination of the people. She will endure this slumber forevermore with this warm wish as a dream to nourish her. Is what I think. Hang on. In the end, he could not change his way of living, and she was never rewarded. Oh. And then, wait. For both him and her, a long time passed. Crossing my fingers. Come on, give me something. If you're just here to depress me, you can fuck right off, game. Give me something. Come on. Come on, you son of a bitch. Come on. Suddenly, eyes opened. How far has he walked? He chose to walk only through desolate lands, but after exiting a deep forest, he finds himself standing in a familiar grassy plain. He isn't certain about the place. How many months and years it's been since then? And how far of a distance has he gone since then? It's all unclear now. He lowers his burden from his shoulders and rests his tense body. Ah, he thought he would walk forever. but it seems this is the end of his journey. The view is clear and wide. The wind that rustles the grass unties the bonds that were twined so heavily around him. His heart calmly returns to that time with each step. He stares at the endless blue sky, thinking about the unspoken promise. It was the delusion of the young. A wish akin to a bluff. They had looked at the same sky and felt the same thing. So if he pursued it, it would definitely come true. In his hometown, that's what he thought. Then, she wakes from her dream as well. She holds on to her wish as she looks up at the sky. She notices that the direction of the wind has changed and holds back the tears that threaten to spill. She continues to wait for her visitors, praying. Farewell is all she says. She thanks the small hope that had only wished for until now. Without realizing, he hurries forward. His breathing quickens slightly. Unbelievable. How many years has it been since he's been short of breath? It's as if he's gone back into the time when he was still young and inexperienced. No, but just because he's getting experience doesn't mean he's an adult. He laughs at himself. Come to think of it, how long has she wished to the sky? She wanted to meet him. If it was possible, just once more. She wanted to hold that way of life in her arms and make sure of what she yearned for. Unconsciously, her heartbeat speeds up. Still, she does not move from this place. She cannot bring herself to spoil his role. She truly wants to break into a run, but just like then, she chooses to wait for his words. But there is some unease as well. This wish, this miracle, should it really be brought back? He is not who he was back then. His heart and body have worn down just as she is grieved. He has not always been thinking of the scene either. It was not attachment, he simply didn't forget. He has only held on to this gradually fading memory of the past. So, even if it ends as a dream, he still has his expected despair and the slightest hope, so... No. He cannot deceive himself any longer. Something he's only remembered in words revives itself vividly in his mind. That which he has stowed carefully away begins to move once more. Ah. Familiar blood runs through his tin heart. The golden land, and the home of the woman he parted with long ago. His heart's finally caught up with him. Many emotions well up, but only one phrase rises to his throat. How much they had wanted to meet and how long she had waited are meaningless now. Yes, in the end, he was not able to change his way of living. And in the same way, she was not rewarded. But after protecting until the end, there was something waiting for him. Something precious was left at the end of his life. He retrieved something important. It is fortunate that he has stored it within himself. His smile is as simple as a boy's, just as it once was. The words he spoke are truly the same as back then. It is as if that day is about to continue. Her footsteps on the ground are light. The girl smiles as if falling apart. Oh, Saber.
はい。おかえりなさい、シロ。
And so the dream announces its end. Following the star, traveling to the star, moving forward and seeing others off. Losing many things and creating many things. At the end of it all, incomparable to the immense amount of time spent, is a tiny, tiny fragment. Very dazzling. He looks at the radiance in a small palm extracted with a great pain, so bright as to burn the eye. And so, they meet at the end of the long road, to the end of the journey of the man who yearned after the star. From now on, he and she will begin another long, long story, and in the end, this world will keep on turning so that he may become someone's star once again. The storyteller may fall silent, the music may cease, but the story will not end. Be it tragedy or comedy, as long as there's applause, the story will not end. It's just like the multitude of human lives. Warm blessings to we who were not rewarded and who we are still on our way. Our travels continue on. I'm gonna let this play out before I talk. All right. Finn, for the last time. Oh man. Changed it again. The open field. Oh man. I'll be honest when I say here, I don't 100% understand how that was supposed to happen, because I'm happy. I'm happy, but like, what did Merlin do to prevent those spirits being stuck? Like, I don't have to put this. It. Okay. So from what I gather, right, at the end of Fate Route, when Saber disappears, she like, was she saved from the Throne of Heroes somehow because her contract was never fulfilled? And so that's why she was able to... Why that... I don't know how to put it. I don't know, man. It just... So then... Okay, so yeah, so then Shirou was able to... somehow, like, I don't... Like, obviously Merlin, you know, did something, of course, right? But, like, how? How did... I assume here Shirou dies, right? And that version of his consciousness that doesn't end up in the Throne of Heroes was taken to Avalon to be with her? Okay, yeah. That makes sense. It's sad that they're only together in death, but at the same time, you know, they're there forever. Okay. Yeah. I just had to get everything straight, but yeah. Man, Merlin, the real MVP. He... So Merlin, I don't know if Merlin can travel through time or if he just lived that long. And so, if he just lived that long, the fact that he kept that promise with Arturia after waiting thousands of years, or like 2,000 years, whatever, no, not 2,000, like 1,000 years. Heck, even 1,000 might be too long. I don't know, so, like, the fact that he waited that long to fulfill Arturia's wish, again, unless he can travel through time, I wouldn't doubt that. But He's a bro. I don't know, my thoughts on it are so jumbled, man. Like, oh. I don't know. I almost feel like the fact that I did UBW before doing the last episode instead of doing Fate, UBW, and then HF until the last episode, I feel like it was almost better that way. In a way, right? Because you saw like how Archer like struggled, like you got more insight into his life after everything. So like yeah, that knowledge would be there, of course. Like of course the knowledge would still be there after, if you did the proper order, right? But like having it back to back is almost better. Yeah. I'm so sad there's nothing that continues like the Shirou story after like FSN stuff, because I know obviously, you know, there's the other anime that do like alternate universe, like, you know, other timelines and whatnot, but like I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, I honestly like I'm satisfied with that ending. I'm happy. Yep. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I had to get things straight in my head with everything at first, but yeah, it's still, it's a little bit bittersweet still, because again, you know, they only, you know, in death, so it's like, but again, you know, they get to be together in their entire afterlife, so. But yeah, man, I want to sit down and like watch some of the more lighthearted like Fate stuff that has all the characters, like Emiya-san no Gohan and all that, all those, man. I just want to. One thing. No, never mind. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. What else can I say other than, you know, just I'm fucking happy. Like I don't. What I was gonna say, just like it's like isn't important whatsoever. I was just I was more so curious. Like, okay. So from what I understand, right, like every timeline is canon, right? Like there's no one official canon timeline. Like they're all canon and all viable things that could happen, right? From my understanding of how it all works. My question to picture, yeah. Okay. I would. I don't know. Again, it'll never happen, and I said this a bunch of other stuff, but I would love anime spin-offs that carry on from some of these FSN timelines. You know what I mean? Like I would love to see a continuation of the UBW Good End. I don't know. But that's all just a pipe dream. I don't know. No, like Hold Rider actually is different. Like it's not, cause like all that stuff only happened due to like Avenger and whatnot. It's not really the same, you know. Like I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I feel like they could easily make anime that go off like oh, Archer's like everything Archer did and how he became who he like. Oh, because we know the story, but like seeing the actual events like in like a full-on. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll just have to be satisfied with like Fake Khalid and all those other things. Even though I don't think Fake Khalid has the servants, but still. Yeah, I know. Anyway, that is gonna do it, I guess. Bro, I almost want to skip Fate Zero now and just watch like one of the more lighthearted ones, like today's dinner for your family. I'm just gonna, I don't know. Oh yeah, you weren't here when I mentioned before, Tom Slums. So the rough plan is Fate Extra, but I'll be doing like, yeah, what Tippo said, and possibly throwing in some Fire Emblem here and there, because I started Fire Emblem when I started streaming, and I really want to get back to it. Probably playing like ROM hacks, but yeah, it'll be interesting. And yeah, I mean, this should go without saying, but won't stream on Christmas. Well, maybe, I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I'll probably stream tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm gonna. Well, I'll probably play Fit Extra tomorrow, actually. Yeah, I'll probably play Fit Extra. But yeah, Zero is written by author, but oh. Huh. So, oh, okay. Interesting. But anyway, yeah, I feel like I just sat here, like, sighing for the last, like, 5 minutes, so, and also my bitrate just went to absolute garbage. What the hell? Okay, yeah, for some reason I'm barely getting like 1,000 kilobytes per second bitrate, so I'm gonna go because, yeah, that's not good. But yeah. Anyway, I loved it. Last episode, bittersweet ending, but still, it was great. Anyway, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. You guys, like, I've nearly hit 8 hours. Like, I think if I wait like 4 minutes, I will literally hit the longest I've streamed ever. But I'm not gonna do that because I have nothing else to talk about. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. And then, you know, I'll have to see what Extra has in store for me. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.